First at 9, we're remembering Maricopa County Sheriff's Deputy Juan Ruiz, who was fatally beaten by a violent suspect he'd taken into custody over the weekend. The deputy was taken off life support yesterday, and tonight officers escorted his body from the medical examiner's office to a funeral home in North Phoenix. Even after his death, he is saving lives and giving back to the community through organ donation.
If you make the decision to be an organ donor, your story doesn't end. It continues on in your recipient's life.
And that is the heartfelt message from a two-time liver transplant recipient.
Sheriff Paul Penzone said the family of Deputy Juan Ruiz wanted to donate his organs. Whitney Clark is joining us now to show us the profound impact donors can make and how many saved lives in our state. Whitney.
Well, heroes, that is the word the Donor Network of Arizona uses to describe someone willing to help a person they'll never meet and get nothing in return. Just some perspective for you, the group tells me there are roughly 1,600 people in our state on the national organ donation waiting list. I met one woman today who has been advocating her whole life for this because of her very own personal journey. It was 3 days before Katie Sarton's 30th birthday when a stranger gave her the ultimate gift.
You know what? I haven't seen that smile in a long time.
A second chance at life.
I always had my phone on loud. I was always checking my phone, making sure I wasn't missing a call because I knew that call was coming.
Katie was on the wait list for a liver for about 42 days before she got the call.
I was so excited to get the call. But at the same time, I knew that a family was having to say goodbye to their loved one. So it's this mix of joy and grief to know that a family was struggling and saying goodbye.
She was just 6 years old when she was diagnosed with liver failure and got her first transplant. Because the donor was in his 50s, it was always in the back of her mind that she would need another transplant eventually. That major surgery came again in January 2020.
I don't like to say that I was brave. My family, they were the brave ones. They had to sit and wait through the surgery.
The Donor Network of Arizona says one donor can save 8 lives through their organs alone. While almost every year there are more donors and more successful organ transplants, there are roughly 106,000 people on the national waiting list.
The other side of that reality is that we know that every 20 minutes on average, one of those waiting list patients passes away.
Spokesperson Nico Santos says people may be hesitant or nervous to become a donor, and the group clears up myths to inform.
Sometimes it's a no to organ donation, and we respect that just as much as a yes to organ donation. We just want people to make sure that they're making that informed decision.
Katie says not a day goes by that she doesn't think about her donors.
You know, my first donor allowed me to grow up like any other kid, go to school, go to college, meet and marry my husband, travel the world.
Now she's excited and thankful for the next 40 years of adventures. Well, the organization says ADOT is actually one of its biggest partners when it comes to registering organ donors, but you can do that anytime. We'll have a link to that and more information up on our website, azfamily.com. Jared.